It was in the month of October. We visited Badami, Aihole, and Pattadakal. What we read in books and seen on the internet, we enough to excite us. Moreover, it reminded me one of my favorite place, Hampi. I have visited Hampi thrice, and it still intrigues me. Possibility of this place to be like Hampi excited me and made me particularly interested to visit this place. Our plan was to visit Pattadakal first, then Aihole, and finally Badami. We took a bus. It was fairly crowded. On the bus, we met a person. He suggested us to visit a temple nearby with a beautiful pond. From our limited knowledge, we figured out that he meant Mahakuta temple. We decided to give it a go the next day. The bus went through the hilly terrain. There were agricultural lands on both sides. After half an hour, we reached Pattadakal. It was a junction where the bus stopped. Though it is a UNESCO cultural heritage site, it looked like any other South Indian village. Pattadakal was one of the three capitals of Badami Chalukya kings. This tiny village of Pattadakal is situated on the banks of Malaprabha river. This place reached its pinnacle of glory under the Chalukya from the 7th to 9th century, functioning as a royal commemorative site. The group of about 10 temples surrounded by numerous minor shrines and plinths represents the climate of early Western Chalukya architecture. King Vikramaditya II and his art-loving queen Lok Devi and Trilok Devi brought sculpture from Kanchipuram to create fantasies in stone in Pattadakal. The temple contains elements of both South Indian and North Indian architecture.
गिरिजेश महेश शम्भो भूतेश भीत भयसुदन मामरातम् संसार दुःख गहना जगदीश रक्ष.
The timeless beauty of the historical relevance of these temples saw the acquire in the state of World Heritage Site in 1987. India has several civilizations, and people from various parts of the globe have visited India. It led to cultural exchange of knowledge, language, and also trade and commerce. Pattadakal was such a site. It speaks 1,000 words about our tradition and culture. It is the remnant of our glorious past. It represents our achievements in art and architecture. These architectural marvels we see here eclipse great engineering technologies the modern scientific world could boast of. Constructing such temples and forts from rocks may seem to be a very humble task today, but centuries ago, without scientific assistance and great technologies to bolster it, how did they create such aesthetically pleasing structures? One would wonder how great artists and architecture we had in past days. After having seen the monuments, temples, we spent some time wandering around the temple complex. It was getting late, so going in an auto seemed to be more reasonable than waiting for a bus. There were numerous tiny houses which lacked anything that can be called modern. A large population of the people relied on agriculture and their livelihood. On the way, we saw common people returning to their houses after grazing their cattle and sheep. Aihole was the first regional capital of Karnataka region under the rule of Chalukya. There is a legend regarding Aihole, according to which Rishi Parshuram killed the killer of his father and came to the river to wash his hand and the weapon. Due to this, the water of the river turns red. A lady saw this and screamed Ayo Hole, which means "Oh no blood." So the place came to be known as Aihole. The riverbank village of Aihole is scattered with many number of abandoned temples built between 450 and 650 AD. They appear as a architectural workshop sites during the rule of early Chalukyan kings. The construction style is combination of Gupta, Dravidian and Buddhist architecture. Here the construction was not refined as those in Pattadakal. It was getting late, but we couldn't quell our urge to visit a fort we had seen then. We reached the fort. Above the fort there is a Meguti Jain temple. It is said to be the last temple built in Aihole. The hill is supposed to be the site of Aihole fort, but except the walls, none of the structures survive today. One can have the panoramic view of the entire Aihole village and all the monuments of Aihole from the hilltop. From Meguti, we returned to the hotel to get a good night rest, so we can resume our journey early the next morning.